Sometimes we have to deal with conflict resolution. Inside of our corporation, we have strong personalities. We have people that are independent. They are really dug into what they believe, and that's a good thing. But sometimes we have conflict that we have to manage and lead people through. The tension of that can stop a business. It can become toxic. So you want to make sure that you can lead people through conflict resolution. One of the best things that you can do is sit down with employees that you feel like are in conflict separately. Have different conversations with them to try to understand the heart of the matter. What is it? Is it they feel disrespected? Is it they feel like they're not worthy? They talk down to? What are the words they use? You got to understand both sides. There's two sides to this. There's no one right or wrong way. You want to make sure that you understand both sides. That's critical. And then you also want to make sure that you have space to coach them together. This isn't you telling them what to do and get it right. You can't force people to get over conflict resolution. Somebody's going to leave. Maybe both leave. Maybe others leave because it just doesn't work. They've got to want to fix this. And you've got to create the space for them to do it. Now, we're all adults. Hopefully all of the employees on your team are adults. They should be able to work out these things for themselves. But sometimes these independent thinkers, and the tension rises to a point where they can't see other perspectives, they have no empathy, you've got to jump in and coach them through the process. You've got to ask questions. You've got to get them to really open up. I've done a lot of videos about how to get people to open up. You can check out, being vulnerable on other videos. But today I wanted to just share with you that conflict resolution is something that you have to understand as the leader of an organization that might be moving faster than what's comfortable. And you've got to do these things quick. You can't avoid them. Avoiding conversations like this and really does set the company back. It slows it down over time. You get what you tolerate. And I share all this with you because I was recently talking to a colleague of mine who had to have conflict resolution. And it made me think of some of the experiences I've had working with teams and helping people understand the core of those conflict resolution and helping them move forward, helping them get beyond it. Coaching is not about just discovering the problem, but it's how we move forward together. You may not know the ins and outs of coaching. I've spent the last 10 years dedicating myself to how do I engage people to see other perspectives and have empathy and really challenge some thinking that keeps them stuck. Now, in conflict resolution, you want to make sure that you're understanding both sides, that you're bringing them together to have conversations, and you want to be patient. It takes time. It doesn't fix itself in one conversation. You may think as a leader, because you've addressed it, that that's good enough. Consistency is so important here. You've got to schedule regular conversations to move things forward. You got to gauge this. There may be some setbacks. It's part of the process. But you've got to set expectations between the two of them that they've got to find a way to work together. They've got to find a way to communicate better, listen better, find empathy, and really connect with each other. Because this tension, this conflict can cause the company tremendous slowdowns, breakdowns in collaboration. There's a lot of things that this could actually do to the organization that I want you to understand, but I want you to see that it is possible to get beyond where you are today. If you have any questions about this, one of the things I do is work with teams to help them go beyond where they are today. And that part of that requires me to do some conflict resolution. I've done this many times before. So if you have any questions, make sure you reach out. I'd love to connect with you, see what's really going on, and help you create a game plan. I'll give it to you for free. If you want to do it yourself, fine. But if you want support in that, just go to genehammett.com and go to Start Your Journey, and we'll connect. We'll get going right away. All this to say, you are an extraordinary leader. You want to make sure you're continuously pushing on how do you connect and engage with your team. Conflict resolution is a part of that. You want to make sure that you're not ignoring it and avoiding it. When you think of growth and you think of leadership, think of Growth Think Tank. As always, lead with courage. We'll see you next time.